Most people believe they're being responsible. Work hard, save aggressively, delay the fun, retire at 65. That's the formula. And if you follow it perfectly, you win. At least that's what we're told. But there's a dangerous assumption hiding inside that formula. It assumes you'll still be capable of enjoying the reward when you finally get there. And that assumption is far riskier than anyone admits. Let me tell you about a man I'll call Daniel. Daniel worked for 34 straight years without taking more than 2 consecutive weeks off. He maxed out his retirement accounts, he lived below his means, he skipped the long trips, postponed hobbies, told himself later more times than he could count. He wasn't reckless, he wasn't lazy, he had a plan. At 65, he would have $2 million. At 65, he would travel. At 65, he would learn to sail. At 65, life would begin. At 61, Daniel had a heart attack. He survived, but his cardiologist made something painfully clear. No intense physical strain, no high-risk travel, no long-haul adventures. Retirement arrived 4 years later, exactly on schedule. The money showed up, the energy didn't. He can take gentle walks, he can sit by the ocean, he can watch documentaries about the places he once planned to explore, but he cannot climb, sail, surf, or push his body the way he once could. The future he saved for existed. The body required to enjoy it did not. And here's the uncomfortable part. Daniel did everything right. So if he did everything right, why does it feel so wrong? Because you've probably done the same thing. You've said, I'll travel when work calms down. You've told yourself, once I hit that income goal, then I'll relax. You've delayed something meaningful because retirement is when life starts. That belief feels mature. It feels disciplined. It feels safe. But it may be the most expensive gamble of your life. The traditional retirement model optimizes for one variable, maximum money at the end. It does not optimize for maximum life across the timeline, and those are not the same thing. Your physical capacity peaks in your late 20s. After 35, strength declines, endurance declines, recovery slows. By 65, the average person has lost a significant portion of their muscle mass and aerobic capacity compared to their peak. You are not the same person at 65 that you were at 35. That's not pessimism, that's biology. And yet, we build our entire life plan around the assumption that our future self will have the same options our younger self has now. Daniel wanted to sail across the Mediterranean. At 35, that dream was realistic. At 65, with cardiovascular limitations, it became impossible. Dreams don't adjust for the body simply vetoes the dream. Nearly half of retirees report entering retirement earlier than planned due to health issues. Think about that. Almost half of people don't reach their perfect retirement window in the condition they expected. Which means if you're deferring your life to 65, you're betting on odds that are barely better than a coin flip. And most people don't even realize they're gambling. Now, this is where resistance kicks in. Sure, but most of us can't just stop working. Correct, this isn't about quitting your job tomorrow, it's about restructuring the timeline. Imagine someone earning $80,000 per year over a 35-year career. Now imagine instead of working non-stop, they take 6 months off every 5 years starting at 30. That's roughly 3 total years off spread across decades. Yes, they would earn less overall. Yes, their retirement account would be smaller. But here's the twist people miss. Compound growth does most of its heavy lifting in the later years, not the early ones. Reducing contributions slightly trims your final number, it doesn't destroy it. And what are you trimming it for? Not consumption, capacity. 6 months hiking when your knees still work. Learning to surf when wiping out doesn't risk a broken hip. Backpacking through Europe when sleeping in hostels doesn't wreck your spine. The trade isn't money versus irresponsibility, it's money versus timing. And timing is everything. Money is renewable, energy is not. If you spend $10,000, you can earn it again. If you don't use your 32-year-old body, it expires. There is no rollover plan for physical capability. Every year you delay an energy-intensive experience, it becomes slightly harder, then significantly harder, then impossible. You can make more money at 50. You cannot be 30 again at 50. The traditional model assumes money is scarce and time is abundant. In reality, time and energy are the scarcest assets you have. Now, let's reset this, because this is where most people mentally check out. This is not about abandoning retirement savings. This is not about spending recklessly. This is not about blowing your paycheck on impulse trips. This is about optimizing differently. Instead of asking, how do I maximize my net worth at 65? Ask, how do I maximize meaningful energy use across my entire lifespan? Those questions produce completely different lives. Let's say you need $18,000 to live modestly for 6 months. That's $3,000 per month. If you save an extra $3,000 per year for 6 years, you funded it. That requires trade-offs. Fewer random online purchases, driving the same car a little longer, not upgrading your lifestyle every time your salary increases. It's not about spending more, it's about reallocating. And extended breaks don't destroy careers the way we assume. When framed correctly, they signal independence and clarity. Burnout is a bigger liability than a sabbatical. There's another uncomfortable truth. The system benefits from you never stopping. Employers benefit from uninterrupted productivity. Financial institutions benefit from continuous contributions. The model is efficient for them. That doesn't mean it's optimized for you. So here's the real question. If you could choose between $2.1 million and limited physical capability or $1.8 million in 3 extra years of high-energy living when it mattered most, which one is richer? The spreadsheet says the first. Your memory says the second. And when you're 80, it won't be the spreadsheet replaying in your mind. It will be the mountain you climbed, the ocean you swam in before your body resisted, the risk you took while you were still strong enough to recover. Or it will be the years you postponed them. Daniel thought he was saving for freedom. He was unknowingly saving for a version of himself that never arrived. That outcome isn't rare, it's common. The real risk isn't taking a break. The real risk is assuming you'll get unlimited time later. Later is not guaranteed, but your current energy is real, and it's quietly declining. You can keep deferring, or you can rebalance. Use your strength while you have it. Invest in experiences while your body cooperates. Arrive at 65 slightly less wealthy financially, but massively wealthier experientially. Daniel can't reclaim his 30s. If you're watching this, you still have yours, and that may be worth more than your retirement projection. If you're interested in understanding how money really works, the psychology behind wealth, and the systems that shape our financial lives, this channel is for you. I break down the ideas, habits, and hidden rules that most people were never taught, without hype, gimmicks, or get-rich-quick promises. If this video gave you value or made you see money differently, take a second to like the video. It really helps the channel reach more people. And if this is the kind of content you want to keep seeing, consider subscribing. New videos like this are posted regularly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.